Okay, I had a request by some channel videos to do another instructional video on the Smiths song That Joke Isn't Funny Anymore. Given that my previous instructional video made it difficult to see where my hand was being placed sometimes. So I watched that and I agreed with them that I needed to fix that. And I'm going to do so today on this 1966 Rickenbacker Model 335 that I recently traded another guitar for. This one was quite beat up when I received it, but I had a master luthier with about 50 years of experience take care of it. He put a vintage piece of maple in this big humbucking cavity that some genius put in there in the 1970s and gave it a fresh fret job and set it up really low, and I threw some new gold plastic and stovetop knobs on it to replace the old cracked white spec factory pick guards. I've still got them, but I think this looks a lot better on the guitar. The electronics are all original, so it's just got a really nice sound. I'm going to be playing today through a 1963 Gibson Skylark amp, GA5 model. It's a really cool little old amp, quite stripped down, has just a volume and an off-on switch, accompanied by a ruby light and some neat kind of early 60s graphics on the front with a tweed cloth and the Gibson logo on it. It's a great amp. I highly recommend them. They're not that expensive. I'll be playing the Rickenbacker through a Boss ME50 guitar multiple effects pedal. I've got a lot of stuff going on to get the tone that I want. The tone is on the present setting. I've got some overdrive going. I've got some mild chorus happening and mild delay. I've got my compressor sustain turned all the way up with a little bit of level. I've got my noise threshold maximized, or at least it should be. There we go. And I've got the room reverb setting set on max. So I've got a lot going on to get the kind of tone I'm after. So let's just jump into the song. Of course, I've got the capo on the second fret here. I think you can see that. The first chord here is really in an F major 7 shape that Johnny Marr, by the way, just loves these movable open chords that really have a ringy, soulful sound to it. So here's your F major 7 in the standard position. So it's just a nice movable chord, and we start here at the 7th fret in the F major 7 position. So I'm going to play the intro and then break it down. Okay, so what we've got going on there is the F major 7 chord shape. Notice I did a pull off with the index finger on the B string, 7th fret. Then I'm just going to add it there at the 6th fret, high E, right? And then once I've done that, we go ahead and just play a standard bar chord here at the 7th. So bar the 7th and then compress the D, G, and B strings at the 9th. Then we quickly drop into an E shape here at the capo at the 3rd fret. Then we move into a really nice chord here that I always like to throw a little vibrato on. And the chord is basically the F major 7 shape, but move down here to the 4th fret G string, 5th fret D string, 6th fret D string, and 6th fret A string. So you notice I took my index finger and went down and caught the D string 3rd fret to do an accent note. Okay. The next part of the song, let's see, I think is here. Yeah, so I'll play this next part and break it down. right, so we're here at the 5th fret in the F major 7 shape at the 5th fret. Right? You got that, but then you have to jump right into perhaps the most interesting, difficult chord shape to make in the song. And it's here at the 4th fret, high E, 4th fret, A string, 5th fret, low E, and 6th fret, D, and you get this marvelous chord. Right, that Johnny Marr came up with. Then you just pull off on that index finger. So again, you build the chord like this, high E, 4th, A string 4th, low E 5, and D string 6th. With the pull off, and then we go right into an A shape. Then the F major 7. Now we're back to our introductory chord here, which is at the 7th fret, B string, 8th fret, G string, 9th fret, D string. So notice how I catch that accent with my pinky high E string, and I'm going to juxtapose it with a pull off, and then using my index finger at the high E at the 6th. So it'll go like this. Does that make sense? So once again, so again, I'm just kind of trading this note for this one, right? Then we're right back into the bar chord I showed you, to the E shape, to that chord here. Then back here, F major 7 shape at the 5th fret, right into that odd chord with the lift off with the pinky into the A. So those are the F major 7 slide ups there. And then there's kind of a bridge where Marr does a C shape. So here's your C shape, right? Well, he likes it up here at the 8th on this. And so you go, I'll play it and then I'll break it down. Right? So you're up here at the 8th fret in a C shape, and you're going to hammer on with your pinky at the high E at the 8th. So it goes like this. And then just slide that whole shape down to the 5th. And then we go right into the F major 7. And then smack dab into a Johnny Marr G. And I say that because he does this G a lot in Smith songs, where he uses it with some lift-offs and hammer-ons to give it nice accents. So you're here right into his G, which is the A string 4th, low E string 5th, and then the B string 5th with your pinky, so you get this. So just practice that move right there from the pinky to the index finger into a C chord. Right? Now you can play a C very standard like this, which is perfectly fine, but I really like it sometimes to add that low E. It just gives it a real fullness like this. Then you just slide that up 2 frets, same shape, and then you do it again, right? So you're back here. into the F major 7, right into the Johnny Marr G, into the C. Or you could, instead of sliding that up to the other C shape, you can play a D. Right? And indeed, that may be what he does now that I'm thinking of it. So. Right? The D is just as good. It might even be better than the C here. Okay? So then we have a little interlude chord that he does, which is basically your F major 7 shape, but he does a few little alterations to it, and I'll play it and then break it down. Right, so you're here, F major 7 shape, I strum it, and then I back pick on the high E and B string. Then I shift my ring finger onto the D string 5th fret. That's an open A you can play. There's your D string 5th fret, and then I hammer on with the pinky at the 6th fret G string. So again, that's see how I'm doing that? So I can play either that open A or just strike this D string at the 5th with an open G string. Actually, it's not open because I'm fretting it at the 4th. Hopefully this isn't too confusing, but here's the motion. Right? Something like that. Then we jump right into an A shape to resolve all that. Now we're back to the F major 7, which sets us up to go into part 3 of the song, which is my favorite. It's a bar chord here at the 7th in an E shape. Right, so here's the chord you start out with. So let me play this and then I'll break it down. So you do that over and over as Morrissey's singing his classic line, what is it? I've seen this happen in other people's lives, now it's happening in mine. I'm not sure there's a more Morrissey thing he could possibly say, so that works really well. So E shape here, 7th fret. Then take everything off and then use your middle finger to catch the D string 8th fret. So you get that chord. Then you accent with your ring finger and pinky at the 9th and the 10th. Right? See how I do that? And then you quickly jump down into that really strange chord I showed you earlier. That same one here at the 4th fret with the lift off. Then you go right into a chord here that's really nice. It's like a C, only you play the 3rd fret B string, 5th fret A and D string. Everybody else is open, and it's got a really nice sound. Into a D, then you do the whole thing again. at some points in the song, he'll go back into this right there. Then you can go right back into this again. Right? Or you can go to the ending, which is right back where we started here at the 7th fret in this F major 7 shape. And that's the end of the song. So those are the elements. You string all those together and you've just got a really wonderful Smith's number. And this one is, I find, is just a lot of fun to play when you're dinking around at home by yourself on the guitar with some really nice reverb and chorus and delay through a couple of amps. You know, it just reverberates. It's just a wonderful song. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.